Hi, it's Joanna Martin here and welcome to our Speakers 14-Day Challenge. This is day number 2 and I hope if you're here that you checked out video number 1 from yesterday where we just gave you the big picture of what the challenge is all about. But here we are right now into the nitty-gritty of it, and it's time to really bring even more focus and motivation to your speaking business. Because that's what the challenge is all about. I don't expect you to absolutely revolutionize your entire business in 14 days, but that is possible with the level of intentionality and focus that you could be bringing to your business over the course of the challenge here. Now, I also spoke yesterday about a competition that we're running, which is very exciting, for anyone who posts a video comment, a video response to any of the videos in the challenge over the course of the next 13 days, then what I'm going to be doing is on the 5th of March, taking my favorite one of those, my favorite video that's been posted, and giving that person 2 free tickets to attend our one-day speaker training called Presentation Secrets, where we go into the 4.5 secrets behind making 6 or even 7 figures a year from speaking. So you'll get 2 free tickets to that event and a brand new signed copy of my book, which is going to be released on that tour, called The Presentation Profits Blueprint. So that's the prize. So please be posting, post your comments as well. I love to just hear your comments and feedback on how you're going with things. But if you want to enter that competition, shoot yourself a little video, put it on YouTube, write a comment on my blog with a link to your video, and we'll come and check it out. And you'll be in the running to win that great prize valued at over $244. So that brings us to our 10 big areas that we really need to be consistently taking action in. You know, I was thinking between yesterday and today that it's kind of like there's 10 mistakes that speakers are making. And if they turn these mistakes into just consistent areas of development, then they would absolutely revolutionize their business. So in your business, I'm going to invite you to have a look. Are you making this mistake? And what changes can you make, just small changes consistently over time? What changes can you make to really make sure that you're making your difference and being rewarded for it? So let's have a look now at mistake number 1. And mistake number 1 is the wrong mindset. Everything starts with mindset. Just this week, I'm doing some consulting with a client. He's over in the UK, and he's paying me my full consulting fee. That is $15,000 a day or £7,500 a day for me to work with him on his presentation. And as I was doing the review work that I needed to do in order to give him the feedback on his presentation, it became very clear to me that the key problem for him was mindset. It doesn't matter whether you've got the greatest structure in the world. It doesn't matter if you've got the greatest message in the world. It doesn't matter if you've got the greatest products or services in the world. If you don't have your mindset in the right place, if your belief system is not encouraging you and taking you towards your goals for your business, then it is actively undermining and destroying the outcomes that you could create. Mind comes before results every single time. Every single time. You see, the thing is, if you're watching this video, then somewhere in your heart, you have a calling to be a speaker. You wouldn't even be participating in this challenge if in your heart you weren't being called to take this path. Does that make sense? And I know it to be true that if in your heart there's a calling, then that's your heart's desire. Right? That's your heart's desire to take this path in some level. Now, if you look at the word desire, it comes from the Latin desideus, of the stars. So it's not even just your want to do this. It's the universe's intent that you become a speaker. And if at some level you have this universal pull to become a speaker, then if we look below that again, it's because at some level you have some great expertise to share with the world. Maybe you're really great at, paying little to no tax. Maybe you are really great at playing the guitar. Maybe you're really great at helping mothers to find themselves. I don't know, whatever it is that you're really great at, that's your expertise. Maybe it's not your expertise, maybe it's your knowledge. Maybe you've been researching for the last 10 years the most incredible personal development strategies and you want to share them with the world. Maybe you've been researching for the last 3 years incredible natural therapies for infertility and you want to share those with the world. It might not be that you have your own sort of developed expertise in it, but you have so much knowledge you want to share. Maybe it's not even expertise or knowledge. Maybe you just have this calling and you're feeling like you want to make a difference, but you don't even know what it is. If that's the case, then you can interview people. You don't even have to be the expert. You don't even have to have the knowledge. You can interview people and use their knowledge. I mean, think of Oprah. She's not the expert in anything, right? She's not the expert in anything. Instead, what she is someone who interviews amazing people who all have great expertise, and she shares that with the world. So is it expertise, is it knowledge, or is it the people that you know? I want you to really recognize that, because to all three of those things, there's one magic ingredient, which means that you absolutely have what it takes to be a speaker. And this magic ingredient is something my dear friend Peter Thompson talks about. He says there's one magic ingredient that nobody else in the world can replicate. He says that there are so many people, there's lots of people speaking about infertility. There's lots of people speaking about personal development. But what is it that makes you different? Well, it's your take on it. It's your story. It's your life, the story that you bring to it. Does this make sense? So it doesn't matter what your content is, the key, most important piece is your story, your take on it. Now, what I'm talking about here is speaker training. I'm helping speakers to make more money. There's a few people out there in the world who are teaching speaker training. What makes this unique? Well, it's my story. It's my background. It's how I've implemented things. Many of you already know my story, but if you don't, I started my working life as a medical doctor, which is really different to every other speaker out there on the planet, right? I started my working life as a medical doctor, and then I went to drama school, the same drama school as Nicole Kidman and Hugh Jackman. There's not too many other speakers that can say that. It's just my unique story that I bring to it. Does this make sense? I started my business just like you, as a solopreneur struggling to get clients. And it was when I started speaking that everything revolutionized for me. That's such a key part of my story that I share, which makes my take on it a little bit different. I went on to apply everything that I learned about how to make a presentation that sells inside of my business. And I then went on and I launched a new business using exactly the models that I developed up until that point. And we went from 0 to 7 figures in 12 short months. Now, that's the information that our entire business Shift Speaker Training is built about. It's built around my story. So the question is, I'm still just teaching speaking, right? But the story that I bring to it, the experience and the expertise I bring to it is mine and mine alone. Now, why do I take the time to share all of this with you? Because you have your take on your area of expertise or your knowledge. What's your story? That's the bit that's got all the juice. Does this make sense? So I want you to really think about this. When it comes to your mindset, as I said, if you've got a calling to be a speaker, then you have expertise, knowledge, or interviews to share with people that really need to get out there. But the thing is, even if you recognize all of that, then what I notice, one of the big mistakes a lot of people make is that their heart tells them yes, but then their head gets involved and tells them no. You get all, just even in this challenge, you might have had the stirring of wanting to get involved in something here, but then your head started going, oh yeah, but you've got nothing of value to share, or you're too young, or you're too old, or who would listen to you, or you've never made any money with it, why would anyone want to listen to you, right? My dear friend Paul Blackburn, who's a great speaker here in Australia, now runs an 8-figure business, has been teaching personal development for over 25, 30 years. He said in the first few years, he was making no money, but he was still teaching personal development. He said, I was really clear that I wasn't doing what I was teaching, and that's why I wasn't getting the results. But it didn't mean he wasn't teaching the incredible information, which I think is a great story. But all of, your head will chat away to you. You can't do it. You can't do this. You see, as human beings, we are gifted, absolutely gifted at finding reasons why not. We are gifted at finding reasons why people won't want to listen to us. Gifted at finding reasons why people won't want to pay us. Gifted at finding reasons why we can't make our difference in the world. But I'm here today to tell you that we have to turn that on its ear. You need to find reasons why. If you're watching this video, it's because your heart is saying to you, you need to be a speaker. It's your head that's getting in the way. So that brings us to the project for today, right? This is a quick little writing exercise, should take you no more than 10 or 15 minutes. I encourage you to do it straight away after this video. And then if you love it, not even then, post your comments, tell us how you go with it. And if you love it, then shoot that video to enter the competition. Stick it on the blog at shiftspeakertraining.com/blog. That's www.shiftspeakertraining.com/blog. Post a comment to this video and show us your video in response if this one just really breaks through for you to enter that competition. But here's your project, right? This has got 3 parts. Number 1, I want you to write down, if you were to trust your heart, just for a second, trust your heart. What is the difference that you want to make in the world? What is the difference that you were put on this planet to make? Just write it down. If it doesn't have to be perfect, just write it down. Next thing, question number 2, and remember I said we're gifted at finding reasons why not, but now we need to start focusing on finding reasons why. I want you to write down 20 reasons. 20 reasons why you absolutely have to make that difference. 20 reasons why you absolutely have to make that difference. If 20 is easy, do 50. If 50 is easy, do 100. I want you to write down at least 20 reasons why you absolutely have to make that difference. And then once you've done that, I want you to, part number 3 is to write down 20 reasons why you absolutely deserve to be rewarded financially for that difference. 20 reasons why you absolutely deserve to make lots of money from making that difference. So number 1, what is the difference you want to make? Number 2, what are 20 reasons why you have to make that difference? And number 3, what are 20 reasons why you absolutely deserve to make lots of money making that difference? So that's day number 2 of our challenge with mistake number 1 there. Go ahead, spend some time on that today, then get back and do whatever else it is in your life that you're doing. And tomorrow we will be back with mistake number 2 that most speakers are making, which if you turn it around and make it something that you're consistently developing over time, will absolutely revolutionize the results that you're getting in your business. I look forward to hearing your comments below the video here. Let me know what you think. And here's to the best difference that you're making in the world. Let's go make it.